guys, so after a very long afternoon of trying to record a TikTok, you guys, I have given up. I have failed. I have failed you. Um, Sorry about that. We will try it again soon. But anyway, what's up? I have missed you guys so much. I have missed this so very much. What's been going on? What has been going on? What have I missed? What has been happening? I know what I have not missed, and that is this pandemic, guys. And so, because we are in the midst of a pandemic right now, we are going to temporarily shift the name of this podcast. And guys, we're just gonna go ahead and be straight up, okay? We are surviving the coronavirus, okay? Surviving COVID-19 right now. Forget surviving the 20 somethings, all right? We gotta survive this pandemic if we ever even gonna make it into the next phase of our lives. And so, in honor of that, guys, we're going to kind of shift a little bit, and we're going to talk about different things that we can do to make sure that we come out on the other side of this pandemic better than when we came into this pandemic. And so, in light of that, I got some things lined up that I think will be important to discuss. And if I do miss anything and there's something that you guys can think of, or if there's something that you guys have some information on, or something that you're struggling with, let me know. What all we need to cover. I'm thinking about covering surviving COVID-19, as far as fitness goes. So we'll walk through some at-home workouts. You guys will have to bear with me because I am no fitness expert. But we got to survive this. Surviving quarantine snacks, okay? We need to talk about meal prepping. We need to talk about clean eating. We need to talk about what clean eating looks like, and how often we need to be worried about eating clean and not, because it's not all bad, you guys. We need to talk about mental health, you guys. We need to talk about homeschooling or being homeschooled. We need to talk about working from home. We need to talk about these kids that are running around the house all day, eating up all the snacks, running the grocery bill up. We need to talk about just some of everything, guys. We need to talk about Netflix shows, Hulu shows, all the streaming apps that we need to download, what's worth watching and what's not worth watching. Oh gosh, so much stuff, you guys. I don't even know where to start. But here's what I want to do. I did just want to go ahead and get on today and give you guys this heads up that we will be kicking it right back off real soon. You guys can expect to have a video posted from me. I'm not sure which one we're going to tackle first. Perhaps we'll tackle meal prepping, because I do think I'm fairly good at that. So that might be a good place to start. Yeah, but this is just a heads up, you guys, that we are coming back, and we are coming back strong, okay? And listen, there's going to be no more of this hiatus, all right, you guys? We're going to get back to it, and we're going to survive this thing together. Just to kind of let you guys know what has been going on with me, because there has been so much, you guys. And again, I'm sorry, but just hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out on all the things that have happened to me in this past year, okay? And maybe you can find it in your heart to forgive me for not having posted a video in a year now. Well, almost a year. In a couple of weeks, it'll be a year. Again, sorry, you guys, but let me fill you in. So, my last video was posted last May of 2019. And since that video, you guys, for starters, I graduated law school, which was a big deal because, let me tell you, there were some times when I did not know if I would finish or not, okay? Sometimes I felt like the degree was finishing me instead of me finishing the degree. I'm just saying. I'm just putting that out there. But anyway, I graduated law school, you guys, which was a big deal for me. Huge deal. But what happens after that is that you have to take and pass the bar exam. And that was one of the most trying times of my entire 27 years of living, okay? Let me just put that out there. So basically what it is that shortly after graduation, you start bar prep. Most people do a bar prep course. And what that course looks like is it's almost like school, like real actual school. So Monday through Friday, I would go on campus. You can also watch the videos from home, but I would go on campus to watch the lecture videos, and the lecture videos would be a few hours long. And then after the lecture videos, they give you a whole bunch of assignments. So they'll give you some assignments based on the lecture video. They'll give you some questions. You also have to take notes during the lecture video. And typically, what my days were looking like last summer, from May all the way up to the very end of July, was that I would get to campus. I would go to campus around 8 o'clock in the morning, get there sometime between 8 and 9. And then I would be there until 6, 7, maybe 8 or 9 at night. Then I would leave there and I would go home, and because paranoia and anxiety would not let me rest, I would probably do questions in the bed until I fell asleep. And so it really was an around the clock kind of thing. And I know that I said that the lectures were Monday through Friday, but do not be fooled. That's not it, because you're still also studying on Saturday and Sunday. I will typically take Sundays off and go ahead and go to church, try to just keep one thing regular in my schedule, just so that I can make sure I was maintaining my relationship with God, because that is my link to peace, to success, to my very sanity. And yeah, but right after that, it will be right back to the grind. And the same thing, I'll go until 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. Just depends on when I was too tired to even think or read anymore. And then all of that ended at the very end of July. I took the bar exam July 30th and 31st. It's a 2-day test. It's been a while now, but I think it was like 9 hours. Yeah, I think you have to check in at 8, and we were there until about 4 or 5, something like that. And brutal. I remember after day 1 just thinking, all right, well, this is it. I failed that. Like, I failed. You know, what's next? Am I going to retake it? Or am I just going to put my bachelor's degree to use? Like, you know, what am I going to do? Because that was a failure. Rough little day. Day 2, I felt a little bit better, because at the very least, all of that was behind me. And so, you know, poof, at least that was done. And yeah, you know, I moved on. So that was July 30th and 31st when I took the test. Well, then guys, guess what? Bar results don't drop for another 2 months. Yeah, so I think the exact date that we got bar results was September 19th, if I'm not mistaken, I think. And yeah, so that was just a rough 2 months, you know, in between, because you can't really get a job yet because no one wants to hire you pending those results, because what if you fail? And also, you guys, reality check, a lot of people do fail. That's, and probably by design, but that's how it goes. And of course it is very unfortunate, but that's the way that it goes. A lot of people do fail it, and so it is just a rough, really weird 2 months. It's just like living in a gray area. You know, you don't know how to go for it, because you don't know if you passed it or not. You don't know if you need to be studying to take it again. You don't know if you need to be saving up money to pay for it and take it again. You don't know if you need to be looking for jobs because you're going to pass it. It's just a really gray area, and I don't wish it on anybody. I wish I didn't have to go through it myself, and wish people behind me didn't have to go through it either. But, you know, I guess that's a conversation for another day. But anywho, you guys, September 19th, I found out that I passed the bar exam, you guys. I cannot even begin to tell you how exciting that was for me. Like, I can't even begin to tell you, like, how much of a burden that was just released off of me. Like, I can't, it was indescribable. I actually wish I had recorded this video closer to time so that I could still just really show you guys those emotions. But anyway, I found out that I passed. That very same day, I got a phone call for a job interview. I set my job interview up for that next week. And then I think there was another 2 or 3 weeks before I got a call back from that job to get a second interview. And then after my second interview was when I found out, oh, I got the job, right? Yes, hooray. All is well. And then I got the job. I started working, and I realized that despite 3 years of law school, 3 months of around the clock studying, taking the bar exam and passing on my first try, despite all of that, I knew absolutely nothing about being an attorney. And so, yeah, those first couple of months, this is month 6 now. Yeah, this is month 6 now. A couple of months in, I'm finally able to breathe a little bit. I'm kind of getting my feet under me. Not really, not completely, but to some extent, it's better than it was. But for those first 6 months, you guys, I felt like a newborn baby. Like, not even just a newborn. I feel like a newborn that came out of the womb trying to walk. Like, can you imagine? Because newborns can't even hold their necks up yet. And I felt like I came out of that joker trying to walk. I don't know. Like, that's how lost I felt. And so, yeah, I've spent the past 6 months basically learning how to actually be an attorney. And now, the coronavirus is here. And so I have a little more time on my hands. Not much, guys, because I still have to work from home. But I have a little more time on my hands. And so, yeah, here I am. So, after hearing all of that, all the things that I've had going on, do you guys forgive me for taking an entire year to post again? No? I understand. So, for today's life hack, and in light of this pandemic that we are in the midst of, you guys, regardless of what they are saying, maybe I shouldn't say regardless, but you guys, I think that something I found to be very important is fresh air. So, I remember reading somewhere a long time ago, like maybe a year or so ago, that fresh air, going outside, actually releases endorphins, feel good hormones in your brain or something of that nature. And so something about that, just fresh air, can make you feel better. And what I have realized during this pandemic is that on days that I don't go outside at all, because I do go outside sometimes to run or maybe even just to walk with my son. But what I've noticed is that on days when I do not go outside whatsoever at all, it's kind of rougher on me mentally, if you know what I mean. The day is more of a drag. I'm in a bit of a different place than I am when I do go outside and just get some fresh air. I've found myself to be a little lighter, a little more happy, just a little nicer to be around, those types of things. But yeah, so today's life hack, guys, is just to get some fresh air. And I know that we are worried that it is outside, but what I do know is that all of us have a patio, some type of deck, or maybe you have a porch, or maybe you have your own fenced-in backyard. But whatever you have, you do have some outside space that belongs just to you, that you can go into, that you don't have to worry has been contaminated by other people. Just some space that you can go into, and just get some fresh air, you guys. If you can, just sit out there for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes, and maybe even leave your electronic devices inside the house. Yeah, I said that. Yep, and I'll say it again for the people in the back. Maybe even when you go outside to get some fresh air, leave your electronic devices in the house. Just go outside, take a few minutes, just inhale the fresh air, listen to the birds chirping, just enjoy it for just a minute. Hear the sound of the wind blowing through the trees. Just for a minute, just take some time to just relax your mind, to, release your brain of all thoughts of anxiety, of any hints of, depression, and watch how much better you feel. And also, don't just watch how much better you feel. Go ahead and let me know down below how much better you feel after you try it, because I know that you will. So, try it. And that's in order. So, with all of that being said, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much again for not giving up on me even when I gave up on this. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure that you do like, subscribe, and comment, guys. Don't forget to let me know down below what it is that you want to see, what you need help surviving during this pandemic. All right, we're going to have some of everything. But if I missed anything, let me know. All right? Thanks, you guys. And until next time.